We finally got the answer to why Gantu is not in the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie, which just seems like not many people are liking the answer. Lilo and Stitch director says Captain Gantu is not in the film because it didn't work well in live action. We explored it a bit, but ultimately we had to make the decision. Which this is what he also said, which not many people are liking.
I do stand by the decision because I feel like a lot of the things that in trying to ground these characters more and tell a story with a little more emotional depth, especially between the sisters, I feel like you have to free up real estate to allow that breathing room to do those things. And, sorry, Gantu.
People after watching that video saying stuff like, the film doesn't work without Gantu, he's the antagonist. So they are lazy and not creative enough to make it happen. That's what I heard, which I also kinda heard. The big CGI alien didn't work in the little CGI alien movie. Weird. More grounded, more emotional, but does that mean the original wasn't? Or wasn't as much? So either they just didn't want Gantu to be in the movie because they wanted to focus more on Lilo and Stitch or other things about the movie, or maybe it would have cost a lot to have a giant alien, which I think wouldn't make that much sense in terms of this movie had one of the lower budgets from the live action Disney remakes, and that there are other aliens in this movie. Which brings up the question on making these live action remakes. Why make it without certain things from the original? One of them being Gantu, which wasn't just a one-off character that had only one minute of screen time. Gantu's been in every single Lilo and Stitch movie, Leroy and Stitch, the Glitch, Stitch movie, and he had an important role in the movie that had an effect to the story. I think it would have been really cool to see Gantu in a live action form. And after watching the live action Lilo and Stitch movie, he could have definitely been in it. I mean, after watching the movie, it felt like something was a little bit missing. But they introduced new characters, which at least one of them could have just been removed from the movie and make no difference. If you already seen the live action Lilo and Stitch movie, do you think it worked well without Captain Gantu, or do you think Gantu should have been in the movie? Thank you for watching, and Stitch Mrs. Gantu.